but between two trees. Now the trees are so far from each other. I am Vavzez, teller of the 13th caravan of the Makar, the only one still living. As it was for the 12 before us, our mission was to plant a new tree, to serve as a city for climatic refugees. We joined the many who failed in their task. May our experience serve you well, for it is now you, the 14th caravan, who are tasked with continuing the work of the Makar. Escort your botanists to the ends of the world. Create a new haven, that the caravan that follows you may go even further. And continue our quest for knowledge that will one day allow the 15th, the 16th, the 100th, to repair the ancient folly that made this world hostile to life.
Viewers, and welcome back to Mix It Up Monday here with Rocket Fist Gaming. We are in a game called Sandwalkers. This is the prologue. Now, for anyone who's been paying attention to our Mix It Up Monday series, this might look familiar. As in, AJ, didn't you already play the demo / prologue? Well, yes, but a new one has dropped. This one is just called Prologue. The last one was called the 14th Caravan. But we don't ask those types of questions here. We just begin and see what changes they have made. Let's just go ahead and make sure everything's up to snuff. Let's put that by the computer to handle that. Access will start June 2024. Hey, that's now. Full complete map. Explore the endless expanse of the wander. Heroes. Alright, let's see how this goes. Now, for anyone who remembers, in the previous prologue,
as one Makar proverb says, for newborns, the sun has always
existed.
They do not know it only just appeared.
So
for us, the expanse of chaotic weather known as the Fithy has always existed. Yet it is only 3 centuries old. That is enough, however, to forget the pleasant weather of antiphythic legends. The shade of Umama, mother of all trees. To recover this mythical past, the Makar tribe sent caravans into the Fithy on a one-way trip east. It was their foolhardy hope that the lost Umama be found, as only Umama could restrain the Fithy.
Simply imagine, wisdom gone with the wind, time erasing the scenery, all the knowledge lost and erased. I speak of us, our bodies, our minds, our world. Are we merely supported by giants of old? No, for we are the ones carrying them forward. Oh, how frail they are, as fragile as crystals, as delicate as a butterfly's wings, as ephemeral as the footprint in the sand dune. Listen to the story of Tallulah, botanist of the 7th caravan. Take on this knowledge and add to it, refine it, then pass it on once again and let it make its way down the gentle slope of existence. Soon after the start of your journey, a storm had taken the 7th caravan by surprise. Separated from her peers, Tallulah sought refuge, but only ended up being lost in the sand. When the storm passed, she emerged, having consumed what little resources she had. Supplies are at the heart of survival for caravaneers. Tallulah's are depleted. She is in danger. Each move has an associated supply cost. When caravaneers run out of supplies, their health gets consumed instead, which may lead to tragedy. This is the current quest goal. The compass points to it in a straight line. But but it may lack precision or be totally absent depending on the information at your disposal.
Right.
So, we need to move here. How much health do I have? There's more health. Some cacti are edible. This is basic 1, the knowledge crucial to the survival of the Macaw caravans. These did not taste of much, but caravaneers knew not to expect much, and Tallulah even more so. Hold right-click to move the camera while keeping the caravan still. Use this to scout for objectives and plan the route. Your current goal is in the southeast.
Yeah, man. Watch out. Click
You mean impassable? It's literally a cactus. Why?
Are you riding your bicycle? Do you like riding your bicycle? Wonderful.
Well, okay, so I've got full resources, but my health is not regenerating.
Monkey. Monkey.
Okay, not bad. Do I have to fight you? After crawling along for ages, Tallulah finally reached the sea of sand where she had been separated from her caravan. Tellers she recalled from her childhood would talk of antipithic legends regarding the seas of sand, which had once supposedly been covered in water. The grains of sand would have merely been the dust of seashells laying at the bottom. It's a lot of seashells. The movement cost the caravan depends on terrain type. It might sometimes be more efficient to go around. So you want to go in desert land rather than dunes. Let's pick up an Opuntio.
Wait. Oh, wait.
Why? Gave me.
Yeah.
Again. Okay. Tallulah wasn't surprised, but could not refrain from feeling some measure of disappointment. Hoping for the impossible was, after all, what fueled the caravans. The desert was no place for prudishness. Tallulah gathered what remained of the cargo, that is to say, not much at all. As Tallulah prayed, she thought she heard the sand whine. One would sometimes hear the dunes cry, but this thought was quickly wiped away as something emerged from the sand. Protector had survived. Elephant. The caravan is held together by its faith in its mission. This makes hope a crucial resource. If it falls to zero, the caravan disbands and abandons its quest. Okay. Many different situations can give or take hope. In addition, various levels of hope can trigger buffs, debuffs, and special events. takes her 6 life. Each caravaneer has a spell they can cast during exploration. Once they've been used, you can only regain them by resting in town. Use them wisely. Town? What town?
I got you. I got you. You good? I got you.
What are we supposed to do? There's one exploration spell.
Gotcha.
I see green up there, but I'm gonna have to fight this thing here. Here. Right. Attacked. Prepare for battle and position your units. You just entered combat. This happens when you encounter hostile creatures or people. In combat phases, you are trying to defeat your opponent while minimizing the damage sustained by your caravan members. Each character in battle has a speed stat that determines its position in the turn order. Okay. All characters have played, a new turn begins. Characters have a life and shield of value. Shield regenerates at the end of the fight, but health does not. A character dies if the health goes down to 0. Doubles damage taken from the next attack. Target. the desert predators, gigant scouts were ones a protector could defeat. This confrontation carried high stakes, however. If they managed to return to their colony, they would bring back a veritable flood of voracious insects just a few days later. Sometimes one must strike preemptively. No caravan is truly equipped to confront the when it sets out. Each caravaneer builds up experience, which is then shared and redistributed within the group. On Neuromancy is quite convenient for this. Click on a caravaneer to spend experience. Leveling up a caravaneer improves their attributes and potentially their attacks and exploration skills. They may even gain new ones. You can now choose a new skill for them. To switch to damage with attack, loses 5 skills of damage per. Continue. Generally say the 7th caravan was swallowed whole and would forever sleep under the Uwandian sands. Retailers, however, always favor more open-ended interpretations. Had Tallulah entrusted her secrets to our ancestors, or was this a mere fantasy of tellers in search of the improbable, transmitted and transformed through the generations? It falls on you now to bear the weight of this question and many more still. Why had the Pathi appeared? What happened to Umama, who once covered the Uwando in cool shade? How may we erase the one while recovering the other? Falls on you to light the path for the future generations. Good luck, Mka. Hold on to hope, for nothing will stop the caravans from moving forward.
In truth, caravanners could not reach Umama. No one could. These trips were simply meant to expand their knowledge of the world, the Fithi, and other tribes. Then, to use homing scarabs to send all these memories back to the Crystal Library. However, as time passed, hope was waning, like nature in the desert. This sacrifice was proving too much.
Those are actual humans.
The Makar needed a sign. A sign such as this. We call it a fragment, an ancient artifact belonging to an ancient tribe, destroyed by the Fithi, who would carve their history in stone. If the caravans could find more, we might learn what circumstances created the Fithi, and thus, how to beat it.
Apart from finding Umama herself, finding fragments are the greatest discoveries you can make. They will help you understand the origins of the Fithi and how to permanently defeat it. Worry about water shortages. We followed the felling of Umama in search of a source. Palatine Stagger discovered the Umama's dead roots ran across the whole of Rwanda. In fact, we are unaware of this. Could explain why this trees only grow in specific places where Umama's remains rest close to the surface, or death could only lead to one thing: the country's complete and limitless transformation. Institute of Lekwasi. This is where your journey begins. 2 minutes. such as cities are the perfect place to find quests. The most important quests can span several generations. Click here to obtain a quest. An advisor came to meet us shortly before we left. He mentioned it had been a long time since caravans had found a land fit to plant a new tree. Yet such a thing meant a lot to it in Wando as a whole. Sadly, the good health of the trees that remained was as much of a pressing concern. It revealed that there had been no news from Yaz, the youngest city tree, in quite some time. Contact is generally rare, but still, it would have been 2 years since Yaz advisors had transmitted the traditional greeting. Moreover, their previous messages betrayed pessimism, although they never asked for help outright. The Maka in Musawenkosi know more on the matter? When others bolster your reputation, it can lend to great discoveries. Lead. Now you may leave Lekwasi if you're done.
Unlike tales of past caravans, there was no guard of honor, no ovation, no sacrifice or blessing beyond the usual words. The counselor came alone, by obligation. The 14th caravan, with just a teller, a botanist, a protector, and an aneromancer, left for the Fithi in total anonymity. We felt as though we were the last. Some would say that we were the first.
Subtitles, if anyone who made this game ends up watching this, your subtitles don't match what's being said, and that's annoying. Wando is vast and ever-changing. The region map displays reliable landmarks you found in your expedition. Use them to plan your route. Golden active quest to play on the map if you know their location. Thermometer exists, it must be in the east. Caravans have much to do before they are strong enough and the route is secure enough to reach her. You may close them. What's a Geronimo? They didn't give me crap. Oh, here's the The day slowly left us in the cold company of the moon and a chill wind preventing us from starting a fire. Desert, you don't want to sleep without fire. Increase rations. Minus 20? Cold put the bodies to the test, increasing portions would help anticipate fatigue. We even managed to doze off with the help of a few glasses of brandy. When our hands dipped into the reserves, we found only the bottom of the basket. The real ordeal had now begun. Still discouraged? Don't be discouraged. Got this. Here you can manage the stuff you carry, take into consideration the weight of items, their worth, and utility. You can also review the health of caravan members and equip them. Equip their health? Brings movement cost 0. Hey, that's not bad. Guys are almost dead. But they released a new Prologue, which has more updated stuff. I was dying at that point, though. Save everyone. I only have 2 potions. Hi. But it says 15. Goodness. We did. We're so dead, boys. Well, the shields are gone. It killed the snail. When I went to give out potions, it said that the snail had 16 health. So I didn't give him a potion. But then, when I start moving again, it says, no, he's actually got 2 health. I'm dead. Because I hit him? What? Oh, darn. Well, viewers, this has been Sandwalkers. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll probably give it another try somewhere else at a different time. But yeah, so thanks for joining us. Don't go too far. We got other stuff lined up for tonight.